Reactive intermediates. It is well-known fact that in organic reaction, the starting substance change into product directly in one step. On the other hand, reactant first change into intermediate substances, which is called reactive intermediate, which ultimately yield the product. The reaction intermediate are generally very unstable substances which cannot be even isolated. The first one is the carbocations. A carbocation is a cation in which positive charge is carried by carbon, which has 6 electrons in its valence electron. For example, methyl carbocation and ethyl carbocations. In this case, carbon that is bonded to 4 hydrogen by 3 sigma bond and carbon which can carry the 6 electron in its valence shell. So this reaction in which tertiary butyl bromide, this bond can break hydrolytically. The shared pair of electron that is carried by bromines. So after the dissociations, the pair of bonding electron that is carried by bromine and it will acquire negative charge and carbon that will acquire the positive charge. Carbocation are very short-lived and highly reactive species. The reactivity of carbocation is due to their tendency to complete the octet of electron-deficient carbon. Formation of carbocation. The first one is the direct ionizations. The carbon-halogen bond in many organic halides generate carbocation in the presence of highly polar medium. So let us see the case of the tertiary butyl chloride. In this case, this bond can break hydrolytically and the shared pair of electron that is carried by more electronegative chloride ion. So chloride that will acquire negative charge and the positive charge that will appear on carbon. So there is a formation of carbocations. Second method, by protonation of unsaturated compound. Unsaturated compounds such as alkene, carbonyl compound and nitrile furnished carbocation on the treatment with proton donating solvent. So let us see the examples. In first case, alkene that is treated with acids. This pi bond it will shift toward this side. This carbon acquired negative charge and this carbon it will acquire positive charge. So this H plus that will go with this carbon and finally the carbocation that will generate out from the alkenes. Then in second reaction, oxygen is more electronegative as comparison to carbon. So this pi bond it will shift toward oxygens. Oxygen acquired negative charge, carbon acquired positive charge. So this proton from acid it will attack on this oxygen and finally the carbocation that will get generate out. The third one that is from compound containing an atom with lone pair of electrons. When an organic compound having lone pair of electron on an atom, especially oxygen, is treated with an acid, protonation of this atom take place? This is followed by elimination of simple molecule containing this atom to furnish carbocation. So let us see. We can here started with alcohol. Alcohol will undergo protonations. Well, the H plus ion that will attack on this oxygen rich center. There are two lone pair of electrons. So first of all, this protonated alcohol will get formed, and finally it can lose 1 mole of water and carbocation that will get generated out. Similarly, the reaction number 4, by the decomposition of diazonium salt. First of all, the primary amine that is converted into diazonium salt with the help of nitrous acid. This diazonium salt, this bond can break out. The share pair of electron that is going to shift toward this nitrogen, and two molecule will get formed and carbocation that will get generated out. The last reaction by the action of superacid on alkyl fluoride. Alkyl fluoride that is treated with superacid. The carbocation that will get generated out. Structure of carbocation. The positively charged carbocation in which carbon is sp2 hybridized. The one p orbital remain vacant in this case, while 3 orbital that will take part in the bond formation with other atom. In case of methyl carbocation, it is hydrogen. Thus, the structure of carbocation that is flat. The bond angle around the positive carbocation are corresponding to 120 degree. All the bond angles, they are nearly equals. Classification of carbocations. Carbocation are classified as primary, secondary and tertiary according to the carbon bearing positive charge. So let us see. The first one is the methane carbocation. In case of methane carbocation, the carbon carrying the positive charge that will attach with 3 hydrogens. In case of primary carbocations, the carbon which will carry positive charge that will attach with 1 carbon. In secondary carbocation, the carbon which will carry positive charge, it will attach with 2 carbons. Tertiary carbocation, the carbon which will carry positive charge is further attached with 3 carbon atoms. Relative stability of alkyl carbocations on the basis of inductive factor. The main factor operating in determining the relative stability of carbocation, that is the inductive fact. The alkyl group which is attached to positively charged carbon of carbocation tend to release electron toward the positive carbon due to positive I effect. which is the electron donor effect. In this way, the positive charge on carbon get dispersed out. So let us see. In case of tertiary carbocations, there are three alkyl groups which is donating the electron toward positive carbon. In case of secondary carbocation, only two alkyl group which is donating the electron toward positive carbon. In case of primary, only one alkyl group which is donating the electron toward positive carbon, and in methyl carbocation there is no positive effect. So in case of tertiary effect, due to the presence of three alkyl group, the inductive effect that is maximum. So we can say that more the number of alkyl group, the greater the dispersal of positive charge, and therefore more the stability of carbocation. For tertiary carbocation, that is more stable, and methyl carbocation, that is least stable. So it is all about the inductive effect. Then hyperconjugations in methyl carbocation, there is no dispersal of charge because the hyperconjugation does not take place in case of methyl carbocation. So let us consider the ethyl carbocations. In this case, this bond can going to break out, and the bond, lone pair of bond, that is going to take part in the pi bond formation. So there is a pi bond formation, and there is no bond between this carbon and hydrogens. So this structure will get formed. Then this bond is going to break out. Second structure will get formed. Then third bond between carbon and hydrogen, that will going to break out, and this structure is going to formed. So total 4 structure is possible here in case of ethyl carbocation. Then similarly, in case of isopropyl carbocation, which is the secondary carbocations, so this bond can break symmetrically. The lone pair or the bond pair, that will going to take part in the pi bond formation. So pi bond will appear here, and there is no bond between carbon and hydrogen. The positive charge come here. Structure number 1 will get formed. Then second structure will get formed. Similarly, third bond can break out, and this structure will get formed. So these are the structure from this methyl group. Similarly, 3 more structure that is possible from this methyl group. For total 7 structure that is possible from isopropyl carbocation. Then the case of the tertiary carbocation, it is tertiary carbocation, and there are 3 methyl group that is attached with the carbon that will carry positive charge. So 3 structure which is possible from this methyl group, 3 are from this and 3 are from this, for total 1 plus 9, the total 10 structure that is possible here. So in case of tertiary carbocation, the maximum hyperconjugative structure are possible. So higher the stability in this case. higher the number of hyperconjugative structure and higher would be the stabilities. Then stability of benzyl carbocation and stability of allyl carbocation. So let us first see in case of allyl carbocations. So this one is the structure number 1. This pi bond, it is going to shift toward this side. There is a formation of double bond and positive charge that comes here. So structure number 1 and structure number 2 that will get formed. So due to the resonance stabilizations, the allyl carbocation that is stable. It can having two equivalent structures. Similarly, the benzyl carbocations, it will having positive charge on this carbon. Now this benzyl carbocation, it is stabilized by this 5 resonative structure. This pi bond, it will move this side, and this carbon acquire double bond character, and this carbon acquire the positive charge. Then this pi bond, it moved this side. There is formation of double bond and positive charge that comes here. Then this pi bond, it will shift toward this side. There is a formation of double bond and positive charge that will come here. Finally, this carbon having double bond, the double bond that will shift toward this side. There is a formation of double bond, carbon and positive charge that again come on this carbon. So due to the contributing structure or resonance stabilization of benzyl carbocation, they are extra stable. The positive charge that is dispersing on the benzyl rings. Similarly, stability of diphenyl and triphenyl carbocation. So in first case, diphenyl carbocation that is resonance hybrid. So this pi bond, it will shift toward this side. There is a formation of carbon double bond and positive charge comes here. This structure will get formed. Then finally this pi bond, it will move toward this side and positive charge comes here. And then this pi bond, it will move toward this side and this structure will get formed. So these are the 3 structures and 3 more structures that comes from this benzene ring. So formation of total 7 structure is possible there. Similarly, in case of triphenyl carbocation, this pi bond, it will shift toward this side, the positive charge that comes here and this structure will get formed. Then this pi bond, it will shift toward this side and positive charge that will appear here. In next structure, this pi bond, it will move toward this side and positive charge that comes here. So these 4 structure will form and 3 structure that comes from this ring and 3 structure that comes from this ring. So 6 more structure will possible from triphenyl carbocation. 6 plus 4 and total structure are 10. So higher the number of contributing structure, more is the stabilities. Instability of vinyl and phenyl carbocation. First of all, in case of vinyl carbocation, in vinyl carbocation there is no any possibility of the resonance. So due to this, it is highly unstable. Then similarly, in case of phenyl carbocation, it is also highly unstable, and this is because these ions do not undergo resonance stabilization at all. So these both are highly unstable. Relative stability of different carbocations. As already we can discuss that the stability of various carbocation that is due to inductive effect, hyperconjugation effect, and resonance effect. So on the basis of these various factors, among these all, the carbocation, tertiary carbocation that is most stable, and vinyl carbocation that is less stable. Rearrangement of carbocations. 1-2 shift. These rearrangement involve shift of either a hydrogen or alkyl or aryl group along with its electron pair from an adjacent carbon to the positively charged carbon. If the shift of hydrogen is take place, then it is called 1-2 hydride shift. And if the shift of alkyl group will take place, then it is called 1-2 alkyl shift. So let us see the examples. The first one, 1-2 hydride shift. In this case, hydride ion that is shifted to carbon that will carrying the positive charge. The hydride ion that is shifted, it will shift from the carbon number 1 to carbon number 2, which will carry the positive charge. So it is called 1-2 hydride shift. And finally, the more stable carbocation that will get formed. So this one is the primary carbocation and this one is the tertiary carbocations. Similarly, 1-2 methyl shift. In this case, methyl group from carbon number 1 that is shifted to carbon number 2 that will carrying the positive charge. So this shifting of methyl from carbon number 1 to carbon number 2 is called 1-2 methyl shift. So this one is the primary carbocations and it can lead to the formation of the more stable tertiary carbocations. Carbon ion. A carbon ion is an anion in which negative charge is carried by carbon. This carbon has 3 bonds with one or more other atoms and possesses a lone pair of electrons. For examples, acetylide anions. In this case, carbon carrying the lone pair of electrons with negative charge, and this carbon it further bonded to another carbon through 1 sigma bond and 2 pi bond. Then the case of the methyl carbon ion. This carbon it will carrying the lone pair of electron with negative charge and it is bonded to 3 hydrogen with sigma bond, 3 sigma bond. Similarly, ethyl carbon ion. This carbon it will carrying the lone pair of electron with negative charge and it is bonded to 2 hydrogen with sigma bond and 1 methyl group with sigma bond. So these are the few more examples of carbon ions in which one carbon that will carrying the negative charge. The carbon ions are highly unstable and one of the most reactive reaction intermediate in organic chemistry, and they are frequently involved in reactions of aldehyde, ketone and ester. The reactivity of carbon ion is due to the presence of negative charge on the carbon, and which is always in search of an electron deficient centers. So we can say that the carbon ion having a strong tendency to donate its pair of electron to any electron deficient species. Formation of carbon ion, why the dissociation of molecule in which an atom or group attached to carbon leave it without electron pair. So let us see the case of methane. In this case, this bond is going to break heterolytically, and hydrogen, it can leave without the electron pair of carbon hydrogen bond and lead to the formation of H plus ion and along with this methyl carbon ions. Then the second case, in this case acetaldehyde in the presence of strong base. This strong base, it can assist in the removal of proton from this acetaldehyde, and the electron pair of this bond, they will shift toward carbon. So carbon acquired the negative charge with lone pair of electron and carbon ion that will get formed. Second case, why the addition of nucleophile to carbon-carbon multiple bond. This type of addition occurs only when double bond is activated by the electron withdrawing group such as carbonyl, cyno and nitro group. So let us see. So this one is the nucleophile with negative charge. For this pi bond, it is going to shift toward this side. So this carbon acquired negative charge, this acquired the positive charge. The nucleophile that will attack on this carbon and carbon ion that will get formed. So it is the addition of the nucleophile to carbon-carbon multiple bond. Structure of carbon ion. The negatively charged carbon of carbon ion is in the state of sp, 3 hybridizations. And it have distorted tetrahedral or pyramidal geometry. In this case, carbon that is bonded to 3 hydrogens with sigma bond, and the 4th orbital contains a lone pair of electrons. The bond angle in case of negatively charged carbon is less than 109 degree, and this is because due to the presence of lone pair bond pair repulsion. Due to this lone pair bond pair repulsion, the angle that is less than 109 degree. Classification of carbon ions. The carbon ion are classified as primary, secondary and tertiary carbon ion according to the negative charge carried by primary, secondary and tertiary carbon. So this one is the primary carbocation. In this case, negative charge carried by the carbon and that is attached with another carbon. In secondary carbon ions, the negative charge carried by the carbon is attached with 2 carbons, and in case of tertiary carbon ions, the negative charge carried by the carbon that is attached with the 3 carbon. The methyl carbocation is considered to be the special case in which the carbon carrying the negative charge is not attached with any carbons. Relative stability of the carbanions. In this case, the methyl carbanion that is most stable, and tertiary carbanion it is least stable, and the reason being that is the inductive effect. Due to this effect, the alkyl group tend to increase the electron density on the negative charge carbon. As a result, carbon ion become less stable and more reactive toward electron deficient. So let us see. In case of tertiary carbocations, there are 3 alkyl groups. So the inductive effect, positive I effect, that is maximum in this case. That means the negative charge on carbon is increased by this inductive effect, and it is maximum in case of tertiary carbocation. As we move towards secondary primary carbocations, the inductive effect is going to decrease down. In case of methyl carbon ion, there is no any alkyl group, so inductive effect is almost nil there. So the methyl carbon ion, it will having the most stable, and the tertiary carbon ion, that is the least stable. Hybridizations. The relative stability of carbon ion can also compared in terms of hybridization. So let us consider the flowing carbon ions. In case of alkyl carbon ion, the carbon carrying the negative charge, that is sp3 hybrid, and the S character, that is 25%. Similarly, in case of alkyl carbon ion, in this case the carbon, that is sp2 hybrid, and S character, that is 33%. In case of alkyl carbon ion, the carbon carrying the negative charge, that is sp hybrid, and S character, that is 50%. So higher the or greater the S character, higher would be the electron attracting tendency of the carbon, and higher would be the stability. Or we can say that the negatively charged carbon of alkyl carbon ion can accommodate negative charge more easily, and therefore the alkyl carbon ion is more stable as comparison to the alkyl and alkyl carbon ions. So greater the S character, more is the electron attracting tendency of carbon, and more stable is the carbon ions. Then resonance and conjugation. In case of allyl carbon ions, which is resonance stabilized of these two structures, structure number 1 and structure number 2. This carbon, it will be carrying the negative charge, and it will take part in the resonating structure. There is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond, and this pi bond, it will shift toward this side. So negative charge that will appear on this carbon. So due to the participation of these two resonative structure, allyl carbon ion, that is stables. Then the case of the benzyl carbon ion, it is also highly stabilized by the resonance. So it is the structure number 1. This carbon, it will carrying the negative charge, and it will take part in the resonance with the ring. So double bond will appear here, and this pi bond, it will shift toward this side. So negative charge comes here. Structure number 2 will get formed. Then this lone pair of electron, it will take part in the pi bond formation, and this pi bond, it will shift toward this side. So there is a formation of double bond, and negative charge come here. Structure number 3 will get formed. Then this lone pair of electron, it will take part in the pi bond formation, and this pi bond, it will shift toward this side. There is a formation of fresh pi bond, and negative charge that will come here. Then in the next structure, this pi bond, it will shift toward these sides, and this lone pair of electron, it will take part in the pi bond formation. So fresh pi bond that will appear here, and the negative charge that again we come on this carbon. So these are the resonating structure in case of benzyl carbon ions. Then resonance in case of diphenyl methyl carbon ions. For this carbon, it will carrying the negative charge. So it will take part in the pi bond formation. So this carbon and this carbon, it will acquire the double bond characters, and this pi bond, it will shift toward this side. So this structure will get formed. Now this lone pair of electron, it will take part in the pi bond formation. This pi bond, it will shift toward this side. So negative charge, it will comes here, and fresh pi bond will appear here. Then in next structure, this electron, it will take part in the pi bond formation, and this pi bond, it will shift here. So negative charge comes on here, and fresh pi bond, it will comes here. So these three structure, it is possible from this benzene ring, and three more structure that comes from this benzene ring. So along with usual structure, the 7 resonating structure are possible in case of diphenyl methyl carbon ion. Then the case of the triphenyl methyl carbon ions, the negative charge that will be carried by this carbon. Now it will take part in the pi bond formation, and this pi bond, it will shift toward this side. There is this pi bond formed, and the negative charge comes on this carbon. Now this lone pair, it will take part in the pi bond formation, and this pi bond, it will shift toward this side. So negative charge come here, and fresh pi bond will appear here. Now in the next structure, this pi bond that will formed by the contribution of lone pair of electron, and this pi bond, it will shift toward this side. The negative charge come here, and fresh pi bond that comes here. So these are three structure which is possible by the participation of this benzene ring. Then three structure that is possible from this benzene ring, and three structure that is possible from this benzene ring. So along with usual normal structure, the 10 conjugative structure are possible in case of triphenyl methyl carbon ions. Free radical. A free radical is an atom or group of atom having an odd pair or unpaired electron. It is denoted by putting a dot against the symbol of atom or group of atom. So in this case, the dot symbol that is used to represent the free radical. For example, chloride free radicals, hydrogen free radical, methyl free radicals, ethyl free radicals, and triphenyl methyl free radicals. Due to the presence of the odd electron, the free radical are paramagnetic in nature, and they are usually formed by homolytical cleavage of the molecule in the ordinary organic reaction. The free radical are a highly short-lived species, and their greater activity is due to the tendency of odd electron in them to get paired up. Formation of free radicals. First one by the thermal or photolytical cleavage of covalent bond. So in this case, chlorine molecule in the presence of UV light, it will undergo homolytical cleavage. One electron that is going to shift toward this side, one electron that is going to shift toward this side, and two chlorine free radical will get generated out. Similarly, in case of benzoyl peroxide, this bond can break homolytically in the presence of thermal cleavage. One electron goes here, second electron goes this side. First of all, this benzyl oxy radical will get formed. Then finally, this bond can break homolytically. One electron goes here, another electron will go toward this carbon. So carbon dioxide will get formed along with benzyl free radical. Second one, by oxidation reduction reaction involving gain or loss of single electron. So it is the acetate ions. There are two electron on oxygens. One electron, it will lose one electrons, and first of all this free radical will generate out, that in that case odd electron that is carried by the oxygen. Then this bond can break homolytically. One electron that will shift toward this side, another electron that will shift toward this side, for the formation of carbon dioxide along with the alkyl free radicals. So it is the formation by oxidation reduction reaction involving gain or loss of single electrons. Structure of free radicals. In case of free radical containing carbon, the state of hybridization of carbon atom having odd electron is not clearly established. However, there is strong evidence will indicate the most of alkyl free radical such as methyl free radical actually are planar in their normal state. This means that the carbon carrying the odd electron, it is sp2 hybrid. So carbon bonded to 3 hydrogen with sigma bonds and 1 unhybridized orbitals that will carry this odd electrons. The bond angles in this case are approximately 120 degree. Classification of free radicals. The free radical classified as primary, secondary and tertiary free radical according to odd electron carried by primary, secondary and tertiary carbon atom. So this one is the primary free radicals. In this case, the odd electron carried by carbon that is attached with another carbon. Similarly, secondary free radical, in this case odd electron carried by carbon that is attached with another 2 carbons. The tertiary free radical, in this case odd electron that is carried by carbon that is attached with the 3 carbons. The methyl free radical is the special case. In this case, the carbon that will carry the free electron, it is further attached with 3 hydrogen only. Relative stability of this free radical. The relative stability of this free radical is similar to the carbocations. In this case, tertiary free radical that is more stable, while the methyl free radical that is less stable. So let us see the explanation for this. The first one, that is the hyperconjugations. If we can compare relative stability of methyl and ethyl free radical, in case of methyl radical, hyperconjugation is not possible and no delocalization of odd electron will take place. But in case of ethyl free radical, which is the primary free radicals, the delocalization of odd electron will take place due to the participation of these flowing structures. So let us see one by one. Now this bond is going to break homolytically. The 1 electron that will shift toward hydrogen and 1 electron that will shift toward carbon. So there is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond. So structure number 1 will get formed. Now this bond is going to break homolytically. Structure number 2 will get formed. Now this bond is going to break homolytically. Structure number 3 will get formed. So along with usual structure, 4 structure are possible in case of ethyl free radical. So it is the primary free radicals. Then secondary free radical, it is isopropyl radicals. So first of all, this bond is going to break homolytically. 1 electron shift this side, 1 electron shift this side. So there is a bond formation. And structure number 1 that will formed. Now this bond can break homolytically. structure number 2 will get formed, and this bond is going to break homolytically, structure number 3 will get formed. So 3 structure that formed by these 3 carbon hydrogen bond, similarly 3 structure, more 3 structure, they are formed by these 3 carbon hydrogen bond. So along with normal structure, 7 structure are possible in case of secondary free radical. Then tertiary free radicals, it is the case of the tertiary butyl free radicals. So now this bond is going to break homolytically, one electron shift this side, another electron shift this side. So there is a double bond formation between carbon and carbon. So structure number 1 will get formed. Now this bond can break homolytically. Structure number 2 will get formed. Now this bond can break homolytically. Structure number 3 will get formed. So 3 structure that is formed by due to the presence of these 3 carbon hydrogen bond. Then 3 more structure, they are formed by these 3 carbon hydrogen bond. And finally 3 more structure are possible due to the participation of these 3 carbon hydrogen bond. So along with usual normal structure, the 10 structure are possible in this case. Stability of the allyl free radicals. This is the structure number 1. The odd electron that is carried by this carbon. Now this bond can break homolytically. The one electron that will shift toward this side and another electron that will shift toward this side. So there is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond. Structure number 2 will get formed, and the odd electron that comes on this carbon. So due to the participation of these 2 resonating structure, the allyl free radical, it is stabilized and it is more stable. Now the case of the menzyl free radical, which is also highly stabilized by resonance. So it is the structure number 1. The odd electron that is carried by this carbon. Now this bond can break homolytically. One electron shift toward this side, another electron that will shift toward this side. There is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond, and the odd electron that comes on this carbon. Now this bond is going to break homolytically. One electron that will shift toward this side, another electron that will shift toward this side. There is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond and odd electron that comes on this carbon. Now this bond is going to break homolytically. One electron that will shift toward this side, another electron that will shift to this side. There is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond and odd electron that comes on this carbon. Finally, this bond can break homolytically. One electron shift this side, another electron shift this side. There is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond and odd electron comes on this carbon. So benzyl free radical, it is stabilized by the resonance, and due to the resonance, it is highly stable. Similarly, triphenyl methyl free radicals and diphenyl methyl free radical, that is also stabilized by the resonance, like carbanion and carbocations.